Hello, Namaste tribe. Welcome to day 21. We are in our final 5 days, and these last 5 days have to do with change. And obviously, we are coming into the holidays, and there's probably going to be a big change there for a lot of us and what that looks like. But I also want you to really think about change in the way that those moments in your life that had that moment not occurred, your life would be totally different. And for me, one of those moments was when I graduated from college, and I decided, because someone had asked if I would move to another state, and I lived in Wisconsin at the time. And I said, yeah, sure. I just had broken up with my boyfriend thing going on, and I was like, I'm there, I'm doing it. And we ended up deciding on Colorado. And the most fascinating part is that person, who I actually had only known 3 months prior to making a big cross-country move with someone I had known 3 months, is that if I had not moved, my life, when I think about gratitude, my life would look completely different than it does right now. And I was so stinking scared. Like the initial decision, like, yeah, let's do it. Sounds really fun. And then it sets in, the like, what did I just decide to do? And then you actually get there. And I remember crying every day for probably a month and calling my mom. And like, why did I move? Why did I leave all my friends, my family, like everything behind? But within a short period of time, so many things took place. And what I was going to say is that one friend that I met and knew for 3 months, she moved back to Wisconsin after 1 year. And I stayed in Colorado. And thanks to some of you on this Namaste November, you hired me. You gave me a job in Carbondale, Colorado. And we are friends now, still here, I don't even know, 20 years later. I met my husband. I have our kids. I mean, like, that inflection moment, those moments when something happens and then forever your life has changed after that. So what I want to talk to you about, like, I couldn't have planned for that. I couldn't have planned 3 months before meeting that girl that ever would have happened, that I ever would have said, yeah, I'll go. The magic is in the unknown so much of the time. And so what I want to cultivate as we do this practice today, this is going to be a little bit more of a power class. We're going to have some challenging things, but as always, I will put modifications in there, and you just do whatever you can do. But I want us to have to step into our courage. I will mess up. Like, there'll be parts that are just not going to be perfect, and we're going to just be okay with that. We're going to step in. And so the feeling that I want us to cultivate as we practice today is courage. Because as we navigate courage and as we navigate change, I don't care what kind of change is going on, pandemics, new presidents, all of that sort of stuff, it all requires courage. And courage, as you all know, does not mean that you are not scared to death. It just means that you act anyway. That's it. That's the difference between people who are where they desired and dreamed to be one day and those who aren't, is the people just acted more. They acted even when they were scared. So let's find a nice easy seat. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Come into your breath. And I want you to take your left hand right to the center of your chest, so the heart chakra. And your right hand, your palm is going to face forward. Yogis, this is Abhaya Mudra. Abhaya Mudra is a mudra for fearlessness. But I want to tweak it a little bit and just say that we aren't usually ever without fear. It's just that we are more courageous. There's something bigger that we care about that moves us forward beyond that fear. And the quality that we invoke for that is courage. in Abhaya Mudra. Begin to get quiet. Feel your hand over your heart. And the quieter that you become, the more you can hear. And so ask your heart, what is my intention? And then let your chin bow down towards your chest. Bring your hands down to your legs. And we're going to inhale, lift the chin. Now if you want, switch the cross of your leg because you've been sitting that way for a while. I want you to inhale, open up and take your elbows so they're in line with the shoulders and slightly in front. And open, kind of tip the palms back. And as you do, arch the back. So it's as though as you bring the elbows forward, the shoulder blades hug into the back of the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, I want you to keep the elbows where they are, but tip the forearms down. Bow your chest down. Good. Inhale. Open. Elbows hug towards each other, and then the shoulder blades retract in. And then exhale. Now push the palms back like you're trying to push back into an imaginary wall. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Good. Inhale, cactus your arms. And now take your right hand beside you, and left arm's going to reach up and over. Exhale. Good. Inhale, cactus your arms. Push up. Exhale, left hand to the left, right arm. Inhale, up. Opening the heart. Exhale. This is not going to be easy work, but it's worth it. It's worth it work. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Invite some curiosity in as well. That's always helpful. Some of you know that I love to say, what if things turned out better than I can imagine? Left hand down, right arm reaches over. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, take your hands, interlace them behind your back. Now, if you're on a blanket like I am, you can put your knuckles on a blanket. I'm going to actually go behind the blanket because it's rolled up. Push my knuckles down into the ground and inhale, puff my chest up. And I wore my cheetah yoga top. It's really actually a yoga top. And I love the brand because it's after my daughter, Kira. My daughter's Kira, and the brand is Kira Grace. So getting my inner tigress on. Good. Now right arm is going to wrap over left arm. Kind of give yourself a hug. Remember in high school and you pretend like make out with yourself? Did anybody do that? It's so funny. It's really not that funny, but for some reason it does still kind of look funny. If you haven't seen it in a while, maybe just tell your kids or grandkids to do it. Draw down on the shoulders, lift up through the chest. Good. Inhale. Now notice which arm's on top. Mine, it's my right. Reach up. And then exhale. Left arm on top. Draw down on the shoulders. Oh my gosh. How good does that feel? Oh, there's my neck. Welcome back. All right. And then release. Good. Let's come on to all fours, tabletop position. Knees just a hair behind the hips, wrists under the shoulders, and then claw the earth with your finger pads. Good. Now, I want you to think finger pads, all 10 finger pads, base of index finger, base of pinky, base of thumb, and outer hand. So we tend to really sit in the wrist, right in the heel of the hand a lot in our down dog and things like that. And I'm going to need you to really recruit today. Okay? Inner lioness or whatever cougar, I don't care. Inner cat-like creature. Claw the earth and inhale. Open the heart. Claw the earth. Claw, claw. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Come to neutral. Let's take the right leg straight back behind you. Ball of the foot down. You're going to stretch through the calf, through the Achilles here a little bit. Now, you can also do this on the forearms. So if your wrists get tired, you can always come onto the forearms here. Good. Take a nice deep breath. And I want you to tuck your left toes. Tuck your left toes. And you're going to lift your left knee up. And as you do, your right knee is going to come to your chest as you exhale. Now kick the leg back. Now this time just hover your right leg. Left knee down, breathe in. And now exhale, right knee to nose, and the left knee lifts. Inhale, reach it back. This is not an easy movement, so if it's too much, exhale, just go knee to nose with the right knee. Don't lift the left. One more time, inhale. Exhale, otherwise knee lifts. Knee to nose, push the earth away. Good, now plank pose, breathe in. Now 5 count lower to the knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now sit back on the heels. Open and close your hands or even shake them out a little bit. Remember we've talked about ways to move negative energy. One of the ways is shaking. So shake the wrists out a little bit. Your wrists can get tired. All right, left leg back, starting ball of the foot down. Massage out through that calf, through the Achilles. So move a little forward, a little bit back. Good. And then you're going to tuck your right toes. That knee, the right knee, is going to lift off the ground. And as it does, your left knee is going to come to your nose. So lift that right knee. And as you do, exhale, left knee to nose. Good. Now left leg back. Keep it hovering. Now right knee back to the ground. Pull your belly in. Remember, you can skip the knee lift. Exhale, just go knee to nose. Right knee stays down. Inhale. We have 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back. Good. Set the knee down, left knee down. Now we're going to take a puppy pose. Reach the arms forward. Inhale. And exhale, forehead melts down towards the floor. Now if you're more open here, your chin can come down to the floor. If you're really open, your heart starts to come down to the floor. Good, and then lift your head up, walk your hands in. Now lift the heels of your hands up, get into those finger pads, push into the thumbs, feel the index finger knuckle, and then exhale, peel the hands down. Do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more of these. Inhale, lift. If this is hard to do, you just do your best. You can walk your knees in a little closer. That might make it a little bit easier for you. One more time. Lift. Exhale, lower. Now tuck both those toes. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Now feel, you can even lift, just like you did, the heels of your hands up in your down dog. The easiest place where it's hard to lose the connection in the down dog is the base of that index finger knuckle. So when we lift the heels of the hands here, you can really feel it. Stay connected in your thumbs though as well. And then peel the heel of the hand back down and you might feel a little bit more of that kind of suction cup action right through the palm. Hug your hands in now toward each other. Firm the outer upper arms in. Bend the knees a little. Send the groins back and draw the low belly in and up. Lift your heels, breathe in. Bend the knees, look forward. You can step or hop. I always like to step on my first 1 or 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive. Rise, come all the way up. Groins back, tail down. Hands to heart. Samastitihi. Are you ready, tribe? Yes, you are. Here we go. Inhale, reach up, breathe in. My dog started barking right at that moment, like, rawr, yes. Exhale. We're ready. Inhale, lengthen. First time, step to plank. Pause in your plank, breathe in. Down dog, chaturanga. Now you can go cobra or up dog. Inhale. And down dog. Exhale. Take an in breath in down dog. And now exhale, right knee to nose. Shoulders a little over the wrists. Press the leg back, down dog. Exhale, come forward toward a plank. Left knee to nose. Down dog. Inhale. Right knee to nose. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, down dog. Exhale completely right here. Lift your heels, breathe in. Look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Half high, inhale. Fold and bow, exhale. Little bend in those knees here. Reverse your swan dive, inhale. Maybe a slight back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach open. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back. Now you can jump to chaturanga if you like. You can step it back. You can always put your knees down. Cobra or up dog. Gaze forward. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. Let them come back and down. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Now take an inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, so you gotta have those finger pads. Exhale, right knee. Inhale, dog. Exhale, left knee. Inhale, dog. Exhale, right knee. Inhale, dog. Exhale here. Lift your heels, breathe in. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Half high, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. Your inner heels just a little bit apart. Bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good. Cactus those arms, exhale. Now again, draw the elbows back a little bit. Draw your belly button in. Inhale here. And now exhale, you're going to round forward and tap your elbows towards your knees, your hands to prayer. Forearms, if they will, come all the way together. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Just tell them they have to come back later. Inhale, open. They just need the garage open, Jack. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Push to stand. Breathe in. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Step or float. Chaturanga. Up dog cobra. Breathe in. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Breath in. Let it go. So I'm opening my mouth here. You're welcome to even stick your tongue out in a lion's breath once more. Let it go. Right leg reaches up into the air. Breathe in. Right foot steps forward and through. Our back knee is going to go down to the ground. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Good. Now exhale, take your hands just alongside your body. I want you to back off your lunge just a little bit. So more of hips over back knee. So we're going to deepen in and out and finding that pulse just to open up the hips here. So backing off just a little, you're going to reach the arms up. Breathe in, open. Make sure your front knee is not going past your ankle. And then exhale, back off, arms by your sides. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. One more time. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Arms are going to go up this time. Inhale. Now, bend, bring your palms together, bend your elbows, and let your thumbs rest right on the nape of the neck. Lift your chest. Open up the front of the body. Draw your tail. So this is less about how deep you go back. Think of the sternum lifting, the tailbone dropping down to help you stay balanced. Elbows in. Good. Breathe in. Inhale. Exhale. Hands frame that front foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back knee. Now your right leg's going to go back into plank, and your left knee, if you need it, can drop down onto the ground here. Good. Now you're going to down dog kick. Kick the leg up and back. We're going to bend our knee and open up that hip. So bend your right knee, open up the hip. Maybe rotate that ankle around a little bit and continue to bring your right thigh back and scoop the tailbone forward. Inhale, re-straighten the leg, square it off. Exhale, set the right foot down to the floor. Now we'll move through to plank. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Open it up. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up into the air. Breathe in. Exhale, left foot steps forward and through. Back knee goes down again. Arms sweep up. Inhale. Now back off that front lunge. Arms by your sides. Exhale. Flowing in and out. Breathe in, deepen in. Heart lifts. Exhale. Very easy. Breathe in. Open it up. Exhale. Back off. One more time. Full extension. Reaching the arms to the sky. Tailbone down. Exhale. Arms will go up. Inhale. Now palms come together. Bend the elbows, thumbs again. Rest on the nape of the neck. So feel free to back off here. You don't need to stay in that super deep lunge. Just letting the head lean back a little bit. Elbows to armpits. Hug the armpits back. Draw the belly button in and slightly up as you look up. And take another breath. Good. Reach the arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Tuck your back toes. Three-legged plank. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged down dog. Bend the knee. Open your hip. Inhale. Let your right heel get heavy here. Take your left thigh bone back. And as you do that, keep the right armpit lifting and all 10 finger pads connect into the ground. Inhale, re-straighten the leg. Now square your toes. Look at your toes, square them to the earth. Exhale, set the foot to the floor. Plank pose. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breath in. Let it go. Breath in. Let it go. One more time, yogis. Inhale. Let it go. Heels rise. Inhale. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or hop. Half high. Fold and bow. Reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up. Hands to heart. Samastitihi. Very good. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open your chest. Now bend your knees a lot. My big toes are back to touching. Fold, chair pose with the shoulder stretch. Forehead towards your knees. Round your back here. Open up the shoulders. So if it's tight here for you and you have a strap or a towel, go ahead and grab that. If it's too much to hold your hands. Take another breath. Release your fingertips to the floor. Straighten both of your legs as much as they'll go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Now, I want you to walk your feet just a hair closer to you. Your left heel, I want you to ground it like it's doing a warrior one. So your heel's in and your toes are out. Remember, your hands are a little closer towards your feet. And your right leg's going to reach up. Right leg reaches up. Now, just play. Be courageous. Right hand's going to stay down. Left hand's going to reach back and hold the back of your ankle, your left ankle. And keep reaching your right leg towards the sky. And you may wobble. You may fall. Take another breath. Let go with the left hand. Bring that right foot forward and through. Warrior one. Now your back foot, it's already there. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Reach the arms up. Sink a little deeper. Very good. Take another breath, breathe in. And now you're going to bend your elbows, take your hands, and they're going to come right behind your head, lightly just touching, okay? Low belly in. I want you to hover your hands now off your head. Inhale. And begin to straighten your arms as you exhale, keeping them reaching back. Now inhale, turn your palms out, internally rotate, and sweep them behind your back. Now bend the elbows, but hover your hands off the sacrum. Inhale. This is hard right here. And then exhale, rest them on the sacrum. We get all that, we're going to do it in reverse now. Hover the hands, inhale. Straighten the arms. Exhale, your palms are facing in. Now turn them to face out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Keep the hands hovering. Breathe and draw the belly in. And exhale, hands behind the head. Very good. Now just gently open the chest, lay back. I know you've been in Warrior One this whole time. Breathe in. And now exhale, straighten that front leg. Breathe out, reach your arms up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, bend that front knee. Fingertips to the floor. Now if you had a block, it'd be helpful here. Back knee lifts and you could grab it. Put it underneath one or both hands if you had two. And let's pick our back leg up. Pick that back leg up, and you're going to turn the left foot, the lifted leg, out to the side. Bend the knee, so you're letting the hips open like a half moon. And your right hand is going to come up and grab that left foot. And you can do anything that feels good here. If it's too much, just keep the hands on the ground. If it's still too much, do a forward fold at the top of your mat. But otherwise, you're holding on to that left foot, opening it up. So you get to unsquare the hips here. And take another breath. My mic keeps falling off. There we go. And then let go of the foot. Breathe in, turn the toes back down, and forward fold, yogis, top of your mat. Shake that out. Shake it off. Who's my Taylor Swift fans in the house? Inhale, lengthen. Now your left foot is going to step back. Exhale. We're going to take an easy twist. Left hand down. Our right arm is going to go up to the sky. Right arm goes up to the sky. Wrap the outer right hip back. Pull your back heel over the ball of the foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together and grow your wings. Grow your courage. Take another breath. Now we're going to come toward our first side plank variation. And option one is put your left knee down, kind of kick that left shin out, and swing your right leg back. Okay, so you're kneeling. Option two, roll to the outer edge of your back foot and step the left foot behind you. Take your top hand behind your head. Open the chest and just keep kind of lifting up. Push into that bottom hand. Feel the 5 finger pads. Lay your head back and you're starting to come into a wild thing. Curling back. Reach the right arm back up. Right hand down, plank pose. Breathe in. So if you were kneeling, foot down, left leg back. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. How do we do? We're going into some uncharted territory here. This is not easy, okay? New movements perhaps in the shoulders. We're requiring quite a bit of strength here today and also a willingness to open the heart. So I want you to just, again, I'm going to reiterate it again and again. You just do what feels good for you. Do what feels good for you, okay? Left leg goes up. Breathe in. Left foot's going to step forward and through between, oh, no, we are not. Let's revisit down dog. Let's just go there. Scratch that. You ready? All right, right heel. Ground that heel down like you're doing Warrior One. You all probably hoped I would forget this. It was like something that wasn't a need to know. What was that special thing? All right, left leg goes up into the air.
Ooh, this side's tighter. All right, that outer IT band. Yikes. Walk your hands a little closer towards your right foot. And then you're going to take your right hand, reach it towards your right inner heel, and your left leg goes up into the air. Keep your standing leg as straight as it'll go. Now you can always skip this. Just keep the hand down, no big deal. And then left foot's gonna come forward in between the hands. Warrior one, your right foot's already there. Inhale, reach it up. I know you're so glad we didn't forget that. Lift the low belly in. Draw a little deeper down into that left leg. And then bend the elbows. And my hands just grazing here on the back of the head. Tone right where the hamstring and the glute meet. Tone right there. So what I want you to do is hover your hands off of your head. And as your hands go back, really pull the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale. Palms face in. Straighten your arms. Turn your palms out. Internally rotate them and sweep them back behind you. They're still facing in. Squeeze like you're squeezing a beach ball. And then exhale. Bend the elbows, but hover your hands. Woo! Inhale here, and then exhale, set them on the sacrum. It's like, it feels like it should be so easy, but it's not. Okay, hover the hands, breathe in, straighten the arms, palms face in, hug that beach ball. Turn the palms out, inhale, circle back up, 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 up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Hover the hands, breathe in. Hands rest on the back of the head now. Now very gently, just inhale, lift. Lift your head back into the hands. Back leg straight and strong, outer left hip wrapping back, tailbone lengthens. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Hee-haw. Hands come down to the floor, back heel lifts, inhale. Grab that blocker blocks, back leg up, exhale. Bend the top leg, breathe in. Now it's right hand's gonna stay down. Put the block under that hand if you've got one or want one. And left hand's gonna reach to right ankle. We're letting the hips turn open here. So you're turning the hips open like they're doing a half moon. Kind of peekaboo. Hello. Under that right arm. Take another breath. And then release your foot. Turn these toes, the right toes down. Breathe in. And forward fold. Exhale. Breathe out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and bow. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale. Fold all the way back down, yogis. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, our right foot's going to step back into a lunge. Low lunge twist. Right hand down. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Squeeze your feet together. Wrap the outer left hip back. So we're calling on that courage here as we're going to come into an arm balance. Some of you, you're going to put your right knee down and we'll swivel that shin behind so it's like a kickstand and swing the leg back. All right, and you can still have the hand behind the head, right? You're still doing the same movements. Others of you rolling to the outer edge of the back foot, left foot steps behind. We all put hand behind head and we gently push into that bottom hand. Take the head of the arm bone back, curl the right shoulder blade into the back of the heart, open up the chest. Sole of your right foot starts to get all the way to the floor. And then come back around, top hand down, breathe in. Chaturanga, let it go. Up dog or cobra. I'm going to take a cobra now because I just want to let the body just feel the back bend a little more. Sometimes in up dog we work a little too hard with the arms and the hands. Cobra, you might be able to feel a little bit more. And then downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Breath in. Breath out. Again, breath in. Let it go. Breath out. Lift your heels. Inhale. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or hop. Half high. Fold, bow. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, rise. Come all the way up. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Very good. So we're just going to move through a few warriors. So let's take the arms up to the sky. Breathe in.
Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Up dog, cobra, inhale. Exhale, down dog, right leg up. Breathe in. Now bend the knee, open up that hip. Inhale, re-straighten the leg, square your hips, toes down. Exhale, right foot's forward in between the hand and our back heel. Spin it down, warrior two. Inhale. Sink a little deeper, exhale. Now you're going to take your right forearm onto your thigh. Reach your top arm. Take it straight out in front of you. You're going to hug the arm bone in the socket, and then you're going to bend the elbow and take the hand so it's holding behind the head. From your elbow to armpit, suck back again. So hug the armpit in, and then you're going to lay back. So you're taking more of a back bend in your side angle. Opening up the chest. Use your bottom forearm. So keep that knee moving right as you open. So big stretch here across the front of the chest, front hip flexors, rib cage, and the back body holding you. Take another breath. Now bring your torso. Draw your belly button in. Bring your torso back to neutral. Straighten the front leg. Rise up. Triangle pose. Reach forward. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm up to the sky. Same thing. All right, now I'm going to grab a block. If you have one, I encourage you to grab it, and you're going to actually kind of put it a ways behind you. My hand is going to start on my shin. Take the top arm out in front of you, hug it in, bend the elbow, hug in again. Now I'm going to reach behind. I'm going to actually turn my block behind so you can see how that's happening. And I'm going to lean, keeping that front leg straight, lean back as though you're laying over a giant beach ball, curling over. Bottom shoulder blades coming together. On the back, open the chest. Keep the back leg strong, rooting down. Now if you're getting any pain here, any discomfort, just keep it in regular triangle pose. Good, now draw those ribs back in. Reach the arm to the sky. Inhale. Hug all the way up. Exhale. Now just feel, my friends, just feel there. Back body, side body, noticing all those things. One more time, reach long. Trikonasana, reach out, and now you're going to take the top arm and take it over your ear so you can stretch that side waist. I don't want you to worry too much about form. Make it feel good. So if you want the hand to come down to the ground, do it. You're probably going to feel more stretch, so if you keep that side body turning open just a little bit, don't worry about your hand getting to the floor. Good. Bend down into that right leg. All right, now take a breath. Back heel lifts. Breathe in. Now we're going to step to the wild thing again. Right foot, you're going to sweep it behind. Some of you, you're going to take the knee back down to the ground again. Sweep it behind you. Reach the arm up. Hug your top arm into the socket, and then take it over the ear. Reach. See if you can focus on your left hand, your right ball of the foot, and your sole of your left foot. Can you get the sole of the left foot all the way down to the floor? Good. Bring it back around. Downward facing dog. Now if you want to take a vinyasa, you want to clear the slate between the sides, you go. You do that, all right? I'm good. I'm good. Takes courage to say, I'm good. I don't need the vinyasa. I'm okay. Abhaya mudra. All right, left leg yogis. Inhale. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, straighten the legs, square it off. Exhale, left foot forward. Now make sure that block, if you have one, it's handy. Warrior two, cartwheel it up. Warrior two. Gaze to the left middle finger. All right, forearm to thigh. Take your right arm, reach it straight out in front of you. Hug the arm bone in and just keep the palm facing the ground, just hand behind the head. One more time, elbow to armpit. Suck the armpit back. Draw your navel towards your back body and start to lay your head back. Open it up. Open it up. Push into that back foot. Keep the back leg strong. This is like, whoo, that's what's happening here. Take another breath. Now draw your ribs in so you bring your torso to neutral, reach the arm to the sky. Squeeze the feet in, come up to stand. I'm going to scooch my back foot up a little bit. Triangle pose. Reach the left fingertips forward. Left hand down to left shin, or you can already have it on the block outside. You're going to take it outside the leg today. Top arm in front of you again. Bend the elbow. Hold behind the head. Suck the armpit back. Now I'm going to scooch my block behind my left leg a little more. Lay back. If it's too much, you just keep it close. And you can also just hold the hand. You don't have to lay back here. Open it up. Open it up. Breathing in. By moving that block away, it definitely deepens it. So just keep it closer to you if you need it. Support your head. Hug that left shoulder blade in. Very good. Now come back to neutral. Reach the arm to the sky. Squeeze the feet together. When you're like, what did I do in my waistline yesterday? This was it. Reach forward. Left arm down. Now if you wanted to go floor, you could. Top arm's going to reach over the ear, and you're just going to do what feels good for you. Push into that back foot. Palm facing down. Good. Bend that left knee. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Lift the back heel. Wild thing. Take the left foot, sweep it behind her. Drop right knee to the floor. Reach back. Open the chest. Push into the sole of your right foot. Lift the hips. It's as though there's an energy, a lightness of somebody carving their right hand right under that right shoulder blade, lifting you up. And then come back around. Plank pose. Down dog. Knees down. Inhale. Puppy pose. Exhale. Walk the hands out. Forehead to the floor. Very good, friends. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. We don't have to do the most challenging poses to have a dramatic effect in the body, but we are doing poses that really awaken different parts of the body, and we can work with them in lots of different ways. So please, this is courage to be able to accept where you are in this moment. And if the poses aren't working in your body and you're listening and you're honoring, you are being courageous. Okay? Puppy pose, one more breath. Very good. Now inhale, come up, tabletop. You're going to take your right shin, everybody. Right shin, swivel it to the right. We're all going to do this kneeling to begin. Left leg reaches up, left arm reaches up. Now you're going to bend the left knee, take the left hand back, catch the ankle, and kick your foot back into your hand and open your chest. So as your thigh goes back, your tailbone needs to go forward to balance it and keep your low back safe. Because if I take my leg back, the left leg back too much without the tailbone, that's where it can feel really yucky in the low back. So to the degree that you take your thigh back, you have to really take the tail forward simultaneously. Good, now let go with control. Fall out if you need to. Left arm up, left leg back, and then we'll switch. Okay, knees down, left shin swivels, right leg reaches up, right arm up. Hug the arm bone in the socket, bend the knee, reach back, catch the foot. Kick the shin back, open the chest. So the thigh goes back, and then the tail goes forward. Spread your toes, holding that outer ankle. Take another breath. Feel both shoulder blades. They're retracting in, they're moving toward the spine, and they're going down. Let go. Hand down. Now sit back on your heels for a moment. We step into the unknown. We don't know. And sometimes you go for it and it doesn't work today. And then you try another day and then it's there. And that's kind of like life. Like we keep moving forward. And how do we know How do we know if we're on the right path? Does there feel like an ounce of purpose to what you're doing? This challenges you just enough to say, I'm getting stronger, I'm growing. So we're going to try it one more time. Some of you, you know that space that we were just doing with the knee down, that's going to be the perfect space for you, and you're going to do it again. Some of you, we're going to do it balancing in the side plank that we've been doing. So please, 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 please honor your body, okay? All right, so I will just show just in case, just so you know how to get into it. We're going to roll to the outer edge of the back foot, and there's strong likelihood I could fall too, you guys. So the key here is trying to get the sole of this left foot to the floor. So if you need to, bend your left leg to pick this right foot up and grab your ankle. But then you have to push into that left foot, and then we're going to start to kick your right foot back, thigh back, tail forward, left shoulder blade hugging in, and if you fall, you just let go of that right foot and you step right behind, and you can even sit down. I did that on purpose, okay? So let's try it together, other side. So either roll to the outer edge of your right foot, right knee being down, roll forward here a little bit. Step the left foot behind. Now some of you are going to be able to grab the foot right away. Some of you, you're going to have to maybe bend your standing right leg, draw your left thigh towards you, grab the ankle, and reach it back. And that's going to be like a big first step, because that is a hard maneuver to balance and do, okay? Tip the knee down, push into the right foot. Keep the thigh bone moving back, tail moving forward. Smile. Take another breath. Woo! And come on out. Woo! It's getting hot in here. Okay. And I'm in the basement, so you know, that's saying a lot. All right. We only have two sides, so you already did one. All right, I'm going to talk you through the other side. Here we go. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Left knee can be down here. If you're just getting pooped out, don't risk the injury. Just grab. You're still doing all the same architecture of the pose. Be courageous and just accept where your body is right now. Some of you, you're going to pull if you need to. You might be able to just pick the foot up and grab it from behind, but some of you, you're going to have to bring it forward and then tip it back. Make sure there's not too much space between your foot and your arm, or it'll get a little tricky to get it. All right? Kick the foot back, send the heart forward, open the chest. Very good, and then come back around puppy pose. Now, if you're like, I am so done, just go child's pose. Take the hands back and hold the feet. You might be like, my shoulders are done, I'm good. I'm good. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. I told you we were going to move into some spaces that some may be familiar and a lot of you know them, but we don't always practice them that often. And so they're good to revisit. It's good to really focus on opening up that heart space, to be open to new things, to be brave, to step into that unknown. Take another breath. And then let's come up all fours. Cross your ankles. Take your feet out in front of you. And we're going to conclude doing poses on the back, okay? So I want you to lay down on the back. Hold onto your knees. Now hip openers seated are lovely, like pigeons. But we can release in an entirely different way of surrender when we come onto the back. And your back just worked really hard, so I want to be able to kind of work this out here. So draw your knees to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. And then put your left foot on the floor. Extend your right leg to the sky. And clasp your hands behind the back of your right hamstring, hugging the hamstring to the bone and moving the 3 hamstring muscles towards your 4 quad muscles. Wrap your outer right hip away from your shoulder. And then bend the right leg. Bring it into a half happy baby. Now your left foot can stay on the floor, or you can stretch it out straight and put your left hand on top of the left thigh. Sole of your right foot, flex it up towards the ceiling. So we have these inflection moments that are really big in our life, like the one I shared at the beginning. But we also have little ones that happen all day. Like you could have had one on your mat. What happened when it got hard? Like, what did you do? Those are little moments where you're like, all of a sudden I was paying attention to what I was paying attention to. I was noticing. Now we're going to thread the eye of the needle. Bring that right foot in. Put your left foot back on the floor and then let it come up. Right ankle is going to hook above your left knee, and we're threading the hands. Right arm between the legs, left hand around the outside. You start to pay attention to what you give your attention to. The hardest part about change for most of us is that we have patterns and habits that we've established that, just like grooves in a road that get so worn in, those neural pathways in our brain are like a highway. We have a highway to unhappiness going on in our mind, and a dirt road barely walked upon, right? To where is happiness and where is joy. So we just have to strengthen those neural pathways in our mind. And just like you prune a garden, when you stop thinking thoughts repeatedly, those thoughts prune away in your mind. They diffuse, and eventually they literally, it's so cool to watch, they pull apart and they separate. What's a thought that's interrupting your courage that you would like to prune away? I want to hear that one. I want to hear that one later in the comments. What's a thought that you need to prune away? Now we're going to take a pose called sleeping pigeon. You're going to let go with your hands for the moment. Keep your legs just like they are. Take your left hand, hold the top of your right foot. If you've never done this before, you may want to look. The closer I bring my left thigh to me, it's going to intensify this. If it's too much, you're going to take the left thigh away from you. And you're going to tip over, sole of your right foot to the floor. The back of my left leg, or left thigh, is right against my right ankle. And if I need more stretch, I'm going to push with this left thigh. I'm going to draw it forward to scooch my foot closer up. And where I feel the stretch quite immensely is right through the center of the glute, even in the glute med a little bit on the outside. I'm going to cactus my right arm. Some of you might like to put that right hand towards the right knee. I need about 5 minutes. Yeah. Take another breath. Now, if you have more time, I want you to stay longer in these poses, because this is the juicy stuff. This is where stuff really, just pause me, you're all watching the recording, just pause and stay longer. Come back up to center in any one of these movements. Right foot to the floor, yogis. Pause. Left leg up to the sky. Hands behind the hamstring. Flex your foot. Hug your hamstring muscles in to the bone. Push your 4 quadricep muscles towards your hands. Move your outer left hip away, your thigh bone towards the back of your mat. Half happy baby, bend the knee in. Right foot stays on the floor, or you can stretch it out straight. Right hand to the top of the thigh. So places where you're like, how do I know? How do I know where to lean in? How do I know where to keep going? So sometimes if we're in a place where we feel stuck, those are probably places where we've either been here repeatedly, or we feel like it's just not going as fast as we want to. Something's probably there to teach us. Figure 4, lying down. Put your right foot on the floor, left ankle, let go of it. Left ankle above your right knee, and now thread your hands. But how do you know when to say yes more often? If there is an ounce of purpose to you saying yes, then I encourage you to probably lean into those spaces, even if they scare you, Even if the fear is way stronger, lean in. Lean in. Continue to draw your right thigh towards you. So again, you can stay longer. Please do. If you have time, we're going to sleeping pigeon. Let go of your clasp. Right hand's going to hold left ankle. Keep drawing your right thigh towards you. That's what's going to deepen your stretch here. And now the sole of your left foot is on the floor. Your entire outer right leg is on the floor. It's not hovering in the air. The outer right leg, it's fully on the floor. Sole of your left foot, fully on the floor. I'm holding the top of the foot because otherwise it feels like my body has to work to kind of hold on. But when I hold my foot, the top of the foot, it's much more supportive. This outer left hip is trying to move away from your face. You can even take your thumb like a C grip, thumb in and push that outer hip away. In these poses, by releasing the hips, we really also take some strain. Hopefully, you're going to notice some release off that back. And then bring it back up to center. Unhook that foot, feet flat on the floor. I want you to inhale, arch your back. Your sacrum is on the ground. And now exhale, I want you to flatten your back. The bottom of the buttocks are going to lift, but you're not coming up to bridge pose. You're just flattening your back. Good. Inhale, arch your back. So now I can slide my hand right under there. My sacrum is down. And now exhale, I want you to flatten your whole lumbar spine and lift the bottom of the buttocks up. I'm not lifting my hips up. Okay, 2 more of these. Just really nice symmetrical movement. Exhale, flatten. Tone your pelvic floor even, like you're trying to go to the bathroom and you're stopping from going to the bathroom. And then inhale 1 more like that. Let go of that Mula Bandha. And then exhale, tone the pelvic floor. Lift the bottom of the buttocks up. Very good. Reach your arms over your head this time. Breathe in. Arch your back. Exhale, give yourself a squeeze. Now, if there's a final pose, folks, that you would love to do, I want you to take a moment for that now. Otherwise, you're going to extend your legs out. We're going to find Shavasana, turning the palms up. Separate your feet about as wide as your mat. Close your eyes. And as we lay here in this vulnerable pose, it is just like when we're born. We are born vulnerable. Think about it. We literally wouldn't survive without our connection to people, to someone to take care of you. And through time, we forget. We forget because of our experiences, and life teaches us to protect ourselves. Life teaches us to fear failure, to fear rejection. But the path of the Vira, the path of the warrior, is a person, it's an individual who acts even though they feel scared, even though they feel uncertain. And I know that in their heart is saying, there's purpose here, keep moving forward. So as you rest in Shavasana, as you get quiet, the more that you can hear, listen to your heart. have more time, please stay longer. But otherwise, let your fingers and your toes begin to move. Stretch your arms over your head. Bend your knees, place your feet to the floor, and let's roll to your right side. As you press into the stability of the earth, bring your body back upright into an easy seat. Brené Brown says that he or she who is willing to be the most uncomfortable is not only the bravest, but will rise the highest. The irony, folks, is that often it's those times in our life that we feel the most terrified, the most scared, there's the most uncertainty. That's where the greatest transformation happens. That's where the bravery is. It's acting in spite of. Keep moving forward. Small, simple steps every day, when done over time, create big movement. So as you bring thumbs to third eye, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for practicing today. Thank you for coming back to connecting to yourself and to your soul. And I truly believe love is remembering who we really are. Namaste. Thank you for your bravery. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of this tribe and this community. It wouldn't be what it is without you. And I mean that. I truly, truly mean that. This could be an inflection moment for some of you, a moment where you recommit to taking care of yourself, to listening more, to loving yourself more, to honoring yourself more. So thank you, thank you. I will see you tomorrow for our next adventure. Namaste, yogis.